Just like beach bodies are made in the winter, so is your vacation wardrobe. And you cannot have a vacation wardrobe, in my opinion, without Icon Swim. So the first bikini we're going to try on is going to be the Wild Tropics bikini. I am loving that this is fits like a shirt. As you can see, it's pretty thick fabric. It's gonna hold you in really well. I got this in a size small and it fits pretty snug. It's very comfortable and I love the sheer on the arms. And then the bottoms are pretty good coverage. I mean, I would wear this with my kids if we were out at the beach or going to the swimming pool, because I do that, but I don't feel like they're inappropriate or anything like that. I think they are okay for family friendly events, just depending on how you feeling and how much you want out. Okay, so I particularly don't mind a little bit of cheap because I have went so long without being able to wear bikinis that now I'm like, yes, when it's beach season, I want a bikini on. I just want to be able to embrace my femininity, embrace my womanhood, and enjoy the beach because why not? The next bikini we have, it's called Swim Over Me, and it is in purple, and this one actually is a extra small. I love the color of this. So purple was my grandmother's favorite color. Rest in peace, Minnie Lee. This top comes with pads, which I really like because I've lost so much weight that I've also lost my boobies. It has this clear clasp in the back. Clasp, not sure. It seems like it would break. I love the top, but the bottoms, I have told myself really not to do this type thing to me, but I do every time. And guys, I have a love-hate relationship for these bottoms because they are cut so pretty and they're very tricky because you just think, oh, I'm just gonna put it on. But what ends up happening is that there's a little bit of body fat that starts peeking through this depending on where your body fat is. And so that's the only drawback about this. And like I said, I got this in an extra small. I love the cut. Here again, this is family friendly. You could wear this with family if you wanted to and not feel any type way. So moving on to the next bikini, we have the, Lord, what is this? Girl, I am holding, shit. We gonna call it Tropic Thunder. I'll put the name, it's probably not the name, but I'll put the name down below. But this is really cute. I love the halter effect and the cut. Now this is given a little bit more sexy. You still could wear it with family if you wanted to. Super sexy, really cute. And then you have the bottoms that again are not doing too much, I feel like. You have a little bit of cheek, just enough to show interest, but not enough to be like, okay, your ass is out, right? Yeah. So it's not too much cheek. I think you'll love it. I love this aqua and turquoise color. Okay, top is really simple, what you would expect from a bikini. So nothing really crazy here, but the color is going to give you all of the gas, girl. So moving right along, I feel like for a cruise, for Universal Studios, whatever we're going to be doing, I will definitely be covered with bathing suits because we get our suits for the year and then we don't have to get more unless we really need to. It's best to have a variety, I feel like, and these prices are so good that you really can have a variety of quality suits. So this one is in brown because why not? Now here I am really feeling the high hip cut. Love it, love it, love it. Gives you a little bit more cheek in the back. And it's brown, so people are gonna think that I am walking around naked, but I really won't be, and it'll be funny, but whatever. Just a really simple top. Can't go wrong. Now, the only drawback is that this one does not have the pads, so for me, that might be a little bit of an issue, just depending on what look you're going for. But I just really liked it because it was a neutral color, and I like the high cut on the even with the post tummy tuck, like it covers the scar, so you can't really see much. I said last but not least, but I forgot this cute little get up here. Now this one is called, I can't even see the names on these. I'll put the names up as we scroll through, but this one reminds me of the 50s, just a really classic bikini with the cut. And I love the little detailing in its design. So you have this little V here at the cleavage, and then you have an actual metal hook, which I felt like the purple one should have had, but I mean, I guess it gives it a little bit more pizzazz to have that clear clasp on the back. But this one is actually metal, so you don't have to worry about that breaking or anything like that. And let's look at these bottoms, girl, because you know, the bottoms is what really got me. Y'all, you don't really have to tie, but you have ties on the side, and they just hang and kind of gives your hips a little bit of play and movement as you're walking. I adore that. And these actually are removable, so you can either keep them or you can take them off, put them in your hair, put your hair in a bun. So I love the fact that a lot of their suits can be switched up and added to just your wardrobe in other ways. And then last but not least, because you know we save the best for last, guys, and I don't know the name of this one, Sweet Talk Bikini in Wild Floral. This is definitely a sweet talk. This can be worn several different ways, I feel like. I noticed that I really don't care for the 4 strings, so I'll probably end up cutting the back strings off because I like it as a halter, and then I like it as a tube top. It has the padding in it, so if your chest is smaller, you don't have to worry about needing that because it does have that inside, and the material is really thick on all of these bikinis, so you do not have to worry about that part. Y'all, the bottoms are just your typical tie bikini, but you're given a little bit more cheek, guys. You're gonna have some cheeks out, not too much, but just enough. This is my typical cut bikini. All of these are, and I would feel totally fine with these. I mean, because you know, YOLO, girl, YOLO. Oh, let me give you a little backstory on how to get to your size on their website. So I noticed that if you go to the sale area and you filter it by your size, it will pull all the bikinis in your size that are on sale. So that keeps you from seeing a bikini that's maybe too big or too small that you're not gonna wanna purchase. So that's kind of how I sifted through all of the bikinis that they had on sale and just picked out my sizes. Don't forget to check out Icon Swim bikinis and swimwear, and they have it for men and women, and definitely check out their sale.